What's up guys, my name is Brandon, you guys can call me Swifterrs, and welcome back to a brand new top 5 Call of Duty Zombies video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at 5 weapons that need to return in either Black Ops 3 Zombies or the upcoming 2018 Treyarch Zombies game. Now the likelihood of these weapons returning in our current Black Ops 3 Zombies game is pretty slim to none, and you guys will see why in just a second. But as for the next 2018 Treyarch Zombies game, I know it's more than a year and a half away, but it's still very exciting to think about what Treyarch could potentially be doing for their upcoming Call of Duty Zombies game. Regardless, these are 5 weapons that I'd love to see in either a Black Ops 3 Zombies or the upcoming Treyarch Zombies game. As I said, it would be very cool to see these in the upcoming game, considering the weapons in today's list will most likely never come to Black Ops 3 Zombies. But with all of that being said, let's get started with today's video, taking a look at 5 weapons that Treyarch needs to bring back. Alright guys, now out of all of the weapons in today's video, this is the one that's most likely to make a return in Black Ops 3 Zombies, but as I said, I would love to see all of these weapons return in an upcoming Treyarch Zombies game. As you guys can see, this is the Scar H. Now the Scar H was an absolute beast in Black Ops 2's multiplayer, and it was even more of a beast in Black Ops 2 Zombies. I absolutely loved using this gun on Origins, and the super cool thing about this weapon is not only was it obtainable from the mystery box, but if you wanted to, you can get a fully upgraded free Scar H from the challenge box if you completed certain challenges around the map. Now the reason why I would love to see this weapon return in regard to Black Ops 3 is because I can only think of a select few of decent assault rifles. The first 2 that come to mind are the Galil and the Man of War. In my opinion, the other assault rifles aren't that powerful. They're good for getting points, but there's only 2 decent assault rifles, the Man of War and the Galil. It would be really cool to see another very powerful assault rifle come to Black Ops 3. Now the next weapon I personally think Treyarch needs to bring back is a wonder weapon, and that is the Winter's Howl, and the fully pack-punched version of it is known as the Winter's Fury. Now this was the wonder weapon on the Black Ops 1 Zombies map 5, and personally, 5 is my favorite Black Ops 1 Zombies map of all time. Not only was this wonder weapon on 5, but it was also on the Black Ops 1 version of the fan favorite map from World at War, Verrucht. Now a lot of people really don't enjoy using this wonder weapon because it's not that good, and I agree. Even though that's the case, I think that if Treyarch were to bring it back, they would implement some features onto the Winter's Howl and the Winter's Fury that would make it extremely good. Like we have with the Ice Staff or the Dyson Jock Bows, if you hold the trigger down for longer, you get a more powerful shot. I think that they could do that with the Winter's Howl. Similar to the Ice Staff, they both essentially freeze zombies near them. Now, if you were to hold down the trigger on the Ice Staff, you'd get a snowy tornado blizzard, and I think that that could be a similar feature for the Winter's Howl. Now, the main difference between the Winter's Howl and the Ice Staff, in my opinion, is that the Winter's Howl is easily obtainable. You can get it from the mystery box, whereas the Ice Staff, you have to actually go out and build it. It takes a lot of time to get the Ice Staff as opposed to the Winter's Howl, which is why I think the Winter's Howl could be a super cool addition to Black Ops 3, because it would be an easy obtainable wonder weapon that has elemental features aside from the Wonder Waff and aside from the Thunder Gun. And now the next weapon Treyarch needs to bring back is a melee weapon, and that is the Galva Knuckles. Now for those of you who don't know, the Galva Knuckles were a purchasable melee weapon off the wall for 6,000 points, and it electrocuted the zombies, and it was a one-hit kill up until round 14. Now this melee weapon was only available on a select few maps in Black Ops 2. It was available on Transit, it was also available on Die Rise, and it was available on Buried. Other than that, we haven't seen the Galva Knuckles in Black Ops 3. At the same time, in Black Ops 3 Zombies, there were a ton of other purchasable melee weapons that you were able to obtain. However, the thing about these melee weapons is that the only way that you could get them was by completing time attack challenges. These would cause you to try to speed through rounds in order to get a melee weapon that honestly wasn't that good. Aside from the Bowie knife, we really don't have any other purchasable melee weapons off the wall or even from the mystery box, and that's a feature I would personally love to see get implemented into the upcoming Zombies game. Now the next item I would love to see Treyarch bring back is not necessarily a weapon, it's more so a piece of equipment, and I was debating whether or not I should include it on this list, but I decided to do it just because I really want to see this brought back, and that is the time bomb. Now the time bomb was a piece of equipment that was only available on Buried, and I assume it's mostly because you needed it in order to complete the Easter egg, but regardless, this would be a super cool feature if it were to be implemented into the upcoming Treyarch game, or even if it was brought back to Black Ops 3. Now the time bomb is really easy to use. Obviously, you throw your time bomb down and you play the game, and if you want to teleport back to that specific moment in time, you go ahead and use it, and it was super fun. Now the downside about this device is that the time bomb could actually be used to troll people. So for some reason, if you're playing in a public match with a bunch of randoms, what could potentially happen is a random person could get the time bomb on round 5 and throw it down. You guys could play for another hour and get to a high round, and say you make it to round 30, that random person can all of a sudden decide to use the time bomb, pull the trigger, and all of a sudden everyone in the game would end up back on round 5. That's the only downside to it, and I do think that if Treyarch were to re-envision or remaster the time bomb, they could figure out some sort of way in order to overcome this trolling obstacle. But regardless, this is a piece of equipment or a device that I would love to see brought back by Treyarch. Now the final weapon I would love to see Treyarch bring back is the Hell's Retriever and its upgraded version, the Hell's Redeemer. Now if I'm being honest, I don't necessarily see this exact weapon coming back, considering it was so specific to Mob of the Dead. So unless we have an upcoming zombies map in the 2018 Treyarch game that has a lot of indication that it's referring to the underworld, and there's a lot of underworld influence in that map, I don't see the Hell's Retriever coming back, but it would be super cool to see a weapon or a tomahawk very similar to this exact weapon. This weapon fit the map perfectly, and it was so much fun to use. It was super helpful. It definitely got you out of some sticky situations. Not only that, it was super useful considering it also retrieved power-ups. So say there was an insta-kill, a nuke, or a max ammo on the other side of the room, but it was surrounded by zombies and you couldn't get to it, you could actually throw your Hell's Redeemer at it and it would pick up the power-up for you. So it's super useful, it was a ton of fun to use, and this is definitely a weapon I would love to see return in an upcoming Treyarch game. But overall guys, those were 5 weapons and one piece of equipment, being the time bomb, that I would personally love to see Treyarch bring back. Overall, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. Also, let me know in the comment section below which 5 weapons that you guys would like to see Treyarch bring back. Overall, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and with all of that being said, I'll be sure to catch you guys later.